Alright, today's kind of an oddball thing, but I thought I'd cover it anyway. As you can see how green the grass is and how much it's grown up, and I'm going to try to find a photo of what it was like before I actually had the chickens out here on the grass, but it's a big difference. And so I want them back on the grass, so I'm going to have to give them a free day out of the prison lockdown, but I'm going to have to stay out here with them just to make sure they don't, start their shenanigans again and get in the neighbors' yards. But there's places that in the yard that still aren't growing well. It's because the way they spread the straw and stuff out from the piles, it's just kind of covered it up and kept the grass from growing. So areas like over here and all along this side of the yard where they really just kind of spread that stuff out, I'm going to go ahead and rake that stuff up and use it for my burn pile for the winter, which I use to put, once I get it all burnt down, I'll put it in my garden beds. So I get all that stuff raked up, and then once I get all that raked up, I can go ahead and let them back out here on the soil and just let them start scratching and getting the insects and the grubs and all, which will benefit them and will benefit me. And when they poop in the soil, it'll help that grass kind of take hold and grow back anyway. And I'll also do the same thing with the garden beds. Once I start getting it all cleaned back out, once the winter sets in, I'll get the chickens and put them in the garden bed and let them go to town. But like I said, I'll have to be out here with them while they're doing it. So let me get started raking all this mess up and get me a burn pile going. I think I'm taking some of the duck's fun away. So I was over here near the chicken run, having to come up on something. Which one of y'all's the guilty party? Huh? Which one's the guilty party? I reckon the line was a little too long this morning for the ladies at the lay boxes. So one decided to lay it where she was at. I gotta take care of that thing. By the way, y'all are all looking guilty right now. Every one of you's looking guilty. Who looks the guiltiest? You're all looking guilty. Okay. Got the egg out of the chicken run, and I realized the egg's probably fine. It's probably only been there, probably a day. But I just don't like taking chances. So this is going in the garden. And no, it's not going to grow a chicken out of it. Alright, I got this all done. As you can see, everywhere that straw was at, nothing will grow. I mean, absolutely nothing. It kills everything. I mean, look at this. Other than those scrub oaks. Now, the scrub oaks, they'll grow at anything, but I mean, look at this. Everywhere that straw was at, nothing. It's like a desert. Which, by the way, I'm going to take, and I'll show you there's a pile right in between the pine trees, which is why I hate pine trees with a passion. This pile here, down through here. I'm going to end up burning that this winter. Just let it burn down where it's at, because I'm telling you, literally, where all this other pine straw has broke down at and all back in here, nothing will grow in it. Nothing. So even with the pine, and that pine straw has been breaking down probably 20 years, and nothing will grow in that soil it broke down in, period. I mean, absolutely nothing. So pine straw is not of any use to me, so I'm just going to burn that stuff down. And I still got the back corner back there. Back there, I've got to get all that up. And on that side over there, as you can see it's down through there. And I'll just burn all that extra straw and stuff up this winter. But at least I got it up, so I'm hoping maybe the grass seed, and I'm gonna seed some too, by the way, all in here. I'll go ahead and grass seed all that, get that grass growing back. Ooh. Which brings up, alright, as far as the soil goes, when we first started planting, which I think most people in the Midlands part of South Carolina have the same problem, it's mostly sand. That's what you're trying to grow in. So you basically, you got to build your soil, which is what we've been doing in our garden beds. So I've got hay down there. Of course, the plants that I pull up I throw in here, but the hay that's in here is stuff out of the chicken and the duck coops, and so it's got fertilizer in it. It'll break down, get into the soil, and I also use this area right now as my compost pile. So stuff like that we bring out of the kitchen, we bury it in here in the garden, and we'll let it break down over the winter time, and by spring we'll turn it really good, probably once during the winter, and then come spring, this whole garden bed will be good. Like, we had that front one done that way last year, and it did really well. You saw the cucumbers we had come out of that thing. And so I'm going to do the same thing with this big long one here this winter, and so it should come out fairly well. Alright, since I got the chickens in jail permanently now, I don't have to worry so much about my banana tree, so I got to take it out of the cage. And yeah, as you can see, the banana tree's done fairly well this year. Done fairly well. I mean, I'm sure it ain't nearly big enough to worry about bananas, but at least it's got itself established now. And so next year we should get bananas off that tree. Whew. And a storm's coming. I got to get in the house. Alright, today's was pretty short. Kind of to the point. I wanted to get all that stuff done. I was just going to kind of keep you up with what I'm doing. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. You got any suggestions, comments, anything like that, leave them in the comments below. God bless all of you. And hope y'all have a good day. I got to get in before the storm hits.